What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Got a little bit of Seattle Seahawks news here, or Seattle Seahawks updates, I guess. Nothing's actually happened yet, but I know some people might have questions about what the latest is because we were kind of told that something could be happening today, and so far there's nothing. So, kind of just following up on that real quick here. So, first, I'll start with the big one, Teven Jenkins. Teven Jenkins was supposedly visiting the Seahawks today. According to Condota here, he was not listed as an actual NFL visit today. Condota theorizes that he might be coming in later in the day, Monday, and then he's going to spend the night in Seattle, and the visit will continue on into Tuesday. I don't know why that would be. I don't know what the benefit of that would be. I don't really have much to say about it, other than understand that we don't have a game next week, right? The Seahawks don't play next week. They don't have a game for 6 months, basically, something like 6 months. So it doesn't really matter if they sign somebody now or sign somebody tomorrow or sign somebody next week. The only thing that really matters is, do they sign the player or do they not sign the player? So I wouldn't stress it too much. It is kind of annoying being kept in suspense like this, but for whatever it's worth, it sounds like he is going to be here, and maybe he is here right now, but he didn't get in early enough to be listed in with the initial visits. So we'll see what ends up breaking down over the next couple of days here. Again, there's probably a physical involved. Maybe he doesn't pass the physical, and if not, there's really not much we can do. But again, like I said in my previous video about this, seems like something could happen. There was one visit today, however, and this one I like a lot. This is Lucas Patrick. Seahawks had Lucas Patrick in for a visit today. This is one that I would really like to do as kind of a backup on the interior offensive line, mostly left guard. But Lucas Patrick can do a couple other things as well. I talked about him during the offseason. He has experience under Kubiak from last season. He is an older player. He is someone who is probably losing a little bit from his prime. But it's kind of like Laken Tomlinson last year. The problem is we got Laken Tomlinson last year and we started him, and he played pretty much every single snap. Um, if we sign Lucas Patrick, the hope would be he would not be playing. The hope would be that he's a backup and he plays when somebody gets hurt or in case of emergency. So I'm cool with that. I like this. So Lucas Patrick, having him in for a visit today. Hopefully he gets signed. He should be cheap. Should be a pretty reasonable signing. So I like that. And the only other thing I want to touch on real quick, because a lot of people ask about this, Garrett Bradbury. He got released by the Vikings earlier today. A lot of people think that we should sign him because he was Darnold's center last season. And I could see the value in that. I could see the value in that just because Darnold might really, really like him. And Darnold might view him as somebody who can help him play at a higher level here compared to any other center. What I would say, though, and I think people need to keep this in mind, Bradbury's not good. Bradbury's not a very good center. He looked manageable last year because Kevin O'Connell's a genius, right? Kevin O'Connell made that offensive line look better than it was. And we don't have Kevin O'Connell. So you put Garrett Bradbury. Hopefully, we do have an offensive coordinator that can make the team look better, the Kubiak. But Garrett Bradbury's not very good. He might not be better than Oluwatimi. Maybe he's a better fit because of the comfort with Darnold. Maybe he's a better fit because Darnold would just work better behind him. But he's not very good. There's a reason why he's now available. There's a reason why the Vikings signed Ryan Kelly. Like, understand that. This is not, we're not going to find a gem sifting through a pile of players that other teams release. Remember, they tried to trade this guy, they couldn't do it, so they just let him go. So Bradbury's not very good, and if you sign him, you would be looking for a slight edge just from the Darnold connection. It wouldn't be anything big. All right, see you guys later. Go Hawks, and maybe another video later today, but probably not.